Hey, what's up, guys? Welcome to the daytime stream for Wednesday. I think it's Wednesday. Yes, my computer's broken. I don't know why it's broken. Everything is, all the links seem to be broken. I hit the go live button thinking I was just going to start the computer up and run it, but it's like nothing's loading. What is going on? Here, let me try clicking on this again. Will this work? Do I have a bad internet connection? Oh, wait, is this it? No? Oh, is this it? No? Maybe I need to disconnect and reconnect to the internet. Hold on. Let's disconnect. It's almost acting like the internet's not working. Okay, let's reconnect. Okay. And go. I don't know. All the links are like broken. What? Why would all my links be broken? I can't play the music. How about the iPad's working? Well, we're obviously the internet's not down, or else we wouldn't be on together. Here, let's try the iPad real fast. We'll close this. We'll bring this down. We'll click on this. Haha, so the iPad's working just fine. So what is wrong with my laptop? Oh, man, this is not what I want right now. I just want it to work. Okay, so I guess we'll just close all of this. We'll just close the browser. Dude, that's so freaking annoying. Let's open up Google Chrome again. Will it even load if I click on it? Oh my gosh, Google Chrome's not opening. All right, give me a second here, guys. I might have hit go live, but maybe the laptop needs some kind of update. It won't even open up Google Chrome. Will Microsoft Edge open? Oh my God, Microsoft works and Google does not. What kind of world am I living in right now? Oh, there it goes. Okay, so Google Chrome is opening back up. And let's head over here and see if we can get all of our history back open. Grouped history. Okay, oops. Wait, come back here. History. All right, let's say 26 tabs. No, that's not what I want. Close, close. Oh, don't you hate the ad blocker? The ad blocker gives you as many ads as just like you normally would get. Friggin' ad blocker, dude. All right, let's try this again. I want to open up the whole group. Grouped history. How do I get it back open? I guess, okay, I guess it's not an easy way to do that. So we'll just start building it all back up then. That's what we'll start doing. So first of all, step number one, let's get some music playing, guys. We got to get some music. Okay, Toby Fox. Man, we just listened to this like a couple days ago. Let's try something different. Pokemon Mystery Dungeon, Donkey Kong music, Super Mario, Snoopy. Here, let's play some Charlie Brown. All right, so we'll play some Charlie Brown and we'll get demonetized. Now, we need Discord back open. Why did it all break, I wonder? I think it was Google Chrome. Google Chrome was like broken. It needed like a reset. Okay, we're logging in back here. Let's get these emails open. We need our Gmails open. That's where I read your orders. Oh, stinky tree. Oh, stinky tree. Man, I had a migraine today, guys. A real bad one. Really, really bad one. I read that it was likely because I decided to... It was likely because I decided to change my sleep schedule. I read that that's a classic cause of a migraine. So I was just twisting in pain today. It was horrible, man. Okay, normally we have eBay open. And this music can go over here. Normally we have PayPal available in case we need to get into PayPal. Okay, so PayPal's open again. The website, TheCardconomist. Okay. Come on. We need to get YouTube open. You know why? Because we need to set up the menu. You guys are probably wondering where the menu is. All right, let's jump over here. We need to get a title going too, in fact. All right. I posted a little video before we went live speculating on the McDonald's Pikachu. Did you guys see that? Hey, what's up, local card soul reaper? Aw, mister. Yeah, I know. I'm sad. I had a bad headache. Oh, hold on. Wait a second. Hello, Mr. in chat. Hey, what's up, Mr. LaFlame? All right. We're going to grab all this. Sorry about that, guys. I'm about to get that menu up for you. What shall today's title be? We don't often advertise the Jumbo Pack Break, but does it even need advertising? Jumbo Pack Break close. Battle Styles Box Break Live Card Shop. All right. 2 items that don't get into the title very often. Mistress Computer's on strike. Yeah, it feels like it, truly. All right, so here we are. We're back. Oh, okay, cool. So it loaded the Cardconomist website pretty well. That's good. You know, because if I had to log back in as an admin, I don't think I'd know how to do that. I'd have to go find that one email. All right, let's go ahead and add this to the chat as well. We're on at 4:42. I actually kind of was supposed to go live at basically 4 p.m., so we're late. We're doing these new dates, early morning and daytime starting at 4. So we have different stream times now. I know change is bad. Remember we added the vertical stream at some point and people were like, no, not the vertical. What else do we usually open? We usually have like the grading companies open. We have Instagram open. I think this is enough. I think we have what we need. So we'll open up the other stuff as we need it. Let me go ahead and clean up some stuff. I got something cool to show you guys. I sold another one of those quest stickers. I want to show you that, okay? All right. It says right here, listing sold. It went off today. I actually listed it today, and then it just immediately sold. We are updating some of our fees. Wise? Our fees are changing. They're raising fees. Of course they are. That's stupid. Oh my God. If Wise becomes as expensive as PayPal, what's the point in using it anymore? Just use PayPal. So that was stupid of them. All right. That was dumb. Okay, we're going to hit refresh. Hey, did my Venmo come through for the slab away? Thanks. Oh, I was going to call them, wasn't I? It says Mr. J line all the time. Let's just see. Oh, Christmas tree. Oh, Christmas tree. So it says that it's on hold. I think I can check my phone. Ba-ba-doo, ba-doo-doo-doo. Scooby-dum, dum, 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 dum. Boy, this music must be annoying if you don't actually celebrate Christmas, huh? No, it's still on hold. So Jared Line and a Brett Love order. Both of those are on hold. Hey, what's up, Mr. Luke? How's it going, man? Who else is here? Anyone else? J-Dog, PDX, Mike Side, Andy Man, Troy Malice, Second Card Shop. We got Cody Hodges. Ooh. Albert Austin. Ooh. And who else? Rain Bryan. Hey, how's it going? Wait, Wise raised their fees. Yeah, apparently I got an email that says their fees went up. Again, if they get close to the PayPal fee, then I'm done using their app. I'm just going to go back to using PayPal all the time. Okay, the government's trying to get me to sign up for healthcare. No, thank you. Click. Have you enrolled? Have you given us your money? We have an order over here for Emmanuel Valencia. Ordered 1 hour ago. Finish off my slabby patty. Okay, very cool. And then we'll just move this over here. Let's see if we got anything going on the website too. Any pre-orders on the website real fast. Nope. But you know it's cool? It says in total, we've had 149 orders on the website at this point. 149 orders in total. And man, I've just sold a ton of stuff on eBay in the last like 2 days. So I got 6 fresh orders to ship now. And so things have been going nuts over there. And then I want to show you guys this. Let me pull my personal phone open. I also have CASHAPP and VENMO, but I have weird usernames on them. Oh. Ooh, yeah, see, I had this terrible, terrible migraine today. Really strong migraine. And I was told by the internet that it's caused by the fact that I'm trying to flip my sleep schedule over on his head, and that your brain really doesn't like that. 3 people are in here. It's 8 spots remaining for a box of Battle Styles. So we're showing that one off because I feel like it's pretty old now. It needs some love. Happy December 10th for those that celebrate. I also have CASHAPP and VENMO. Hey, what's up, Mr. Shahir? How's it going, man? All right. So I made a sale on a quest sticker, and you got to see it to believe it. Because if I told you guys here on the table that this card was worth this much, you'd be like, nah, you're full of crap. Look at this. Actually, I bought a couple of these McDonald's Pikachus, too. I noticed they were at 60, so I bought 3 of them. And I'll sit on them for 4 years. Who knows what happens in 4 years? But let's go over here. So I've gotten very used to the idea that you got to strike when a card's cheap and then be mega patient. Maybe I lose on it, too. Maybe 4 years from now, I'll be, like, sad. Okay. Where is it? Oh, it's not shown here anymore. I have to go over here to the sold area. 3 of them sold? I didn't see that. All right, check this out. You guys will not believe about these items selling. Let me show this to you, okay? So check this out. The Clefairy sold $750. Porygon sold $750. Diglett sold $750. Lapras sold $750. So there you go. Remember there was a guy who bought the Grimer, and then he came over here. He bought the Executor. He bought the Doduo. So that guy was really desperate to get a hold of those. And I don't think he's the one that bought these either. But this just goes to show you there really was demand for the quest stickers, and you guys had a chance at them. These quest stickers were available up here on the table, and none of you guys wanted them. But now you got more evidence when it's cool and when it's rare. Yes, it is a desirable thing, you know, when it's cool and rare. That's a fat flip, I already know. It might be. Let me see. Hold on. So I think it is. Let me see. Hold on. I discovered these. Was it this year I discovered them? So most of those likely came from this order here. A $1.8 thousand order. And those needed to be graded up. I just graded a bunch of them. You can see I had a Gengar and a Pikachu. And I paid $50 for Jigglypuff at one point. Look, there's a Diglett for back in January. There you go. So that was almost a year ago now. That's almost a year ago. 265. So, you know, after a full year, yeah, you do expect it to go up a little bit. But it went up a little more than a little bit. And I'm not surprised. To tell you the truth, it's a very cool set. Much cooler than you think. Here we go. And so take a look at this. So those were the ones that I've been grading. Man, it's a cool thing. So it's just, when you run, here's the deal. When you run into a Pokemon card set and it's unproven, it's a huge gamble to go deep on it. I mean, you saw I bought one of the Gengars for almost 900, and I think I sold one for around 900, didn't I? It's right now in slab away. But probably what happened was I probably graded one that I didn't pay 900 for, and I said, let's sell it for 900 to be nice. And so, you know, when you buy into a big set like that, that's a huge gamble on whether it'll do well or not. But it had like the signs that it was going to do well. It's rare, it's clever looking, it's strange looking, and it's really low pop. And it's out of print. And nobody seems to have any raw versions of it. So all the signs were there, and I'd just been doing Pokemon for so long that I was like, we better gamble on this. And the gamble paid off this time. Let's see, Make Mark, what do you think about the eBay taking 100% for sale for those quest stickers? Yeah, I mean, they take a lot. They really do. They take a lot of the money. I could have sold it here on the table in theory, but we're at a new point in the history of this channel. We're at a new point where we got so many slabs that I want to be able to grade and sell. You guys just don't have the money to absorb them all. That's just how it is. Period. Let me have a sip here. I have a quote written and displayed in my office. You said there's infinite desires and finite resources. Yeah, I didn't come up with that quote. That is basically, that's one of those things they teach you in economics. And I'm very, well, the name's the Cardconomist. So, you know, guys who get into the card hobby sometimes have a passion for economics. And that's one of the basic ideas in economics is that whatever you own now, you're going to wish you had more of it. There's never enough. There's infinite human desire and only finite resources to fulfill it. And so much of economics is the stratification of how you spend your resources, what you do next. Here we are. All right. Ooh. Golden postcards that are limited print to 500 that sell privately. The fees may suck, but what other method is there to sell them? Something is always better than nothing. Well, I mean, what I could do is I could put them up here and make YouTube videos about them saying, hey, look what I got. I got the Quest stickers, and maybe some guy would come over here and buy them. But you trade that for the speed and efficiency of eBay. So eBay, they want a 13% cut, and that doesn't work for cards that are really cheap. Like if I try to sell this one with the 13% cut, the margins start to get so small, I might as well work at Walmart and make or McDonald's in California and make $25 an hour at that point, you know, like at that point, you know. But with the bigger card, there's room to share. So, you know, we just sold a couple of those $750 cards and eBay gets a cut, but I also get those cards on their way and I'll roll that money over to the next thing. Next thing. What's cool is I'm keeping some of them. Did I tell you guys that? I'm keeping some of them. So let me show you some of my Quest sticker cards. The guy who just bought them either really loves them or he has a strong faith in them. Now, why does this guy have no sleeve? I hope you guys enjoyed seeing that, though, because I like to teach you guys anything I can teach you about what's going on or like some things I've observed. All right, let's see. Weird Pokemon cards do not always turn into a big flip. Ah, here we go. So there's Charizard. Here's Gengar. I'm keeping a Gengar. Here's not one, but two Pikachus. So I'm a proud owner of, right here, look, Charizard, Gengar, Pikachu. That's a big deal right there. And I'll probably hold on to them. It's crazy. I've had the Gengar Quest sticker for so long. Love weird Pokemon cards. Did you get it from me or did you already have it off the internet? I sold one of them to somebody for like 900 or something. So I really like this one. I like the Magikarp. He just looked really cool. Actually, I think he was the very first Quest sticker I ever bought. I think I was buying Magikarps. And I ran into the Quest sticker Magikarp, and I said, when was this printed? 2018? I've never heard of it before. It reminded me of a game called, like, Flappy Bird, or, no, not Flappy Bird, Crossy Roads or something like that. The art style instantly made me think of that. And I said, oh, that's so cool. I've never seen that for Pokemon. Ooh. Oh, here's a Flareon. Look at that. At some point, we had this Flareon for sale for $350. That would be a great price to buy him at today, but that price is thoroughly done with. That won't be the deal anymore on that card. Meiji cards. I told you about them in 2022. Get some and hold. The Meiji cards have the actual Gengar Quest sticker, Quest figure too. Already had it from like 2019. Oh, cool. Yeah, maybe a little bit like Animal Crossing. I don't know, Animal Crossing? Maybe a little bit. But so I got some of these for myself, and I know I got some more somewhere. I got two of those Pikachus. That means I'm allowed to sell one of them if I want to, okay? I might be interested in that because I don't need two of them. The only reason to hold two of them is because I think they're going to go up so much, I might as well hold it for now, but here we are. Here we are. All right, I got plenty of cards that I'd like to finish grading, and you got to have cash to do that, so... Yeah, that's pretty cool, huh, guys? What do you think of that? Those cards selling. Here's a Hidden Fates Energy. Here's Nami Break. Here's Salamence. And here is Charmander. Let's show these off for a second. This was in the thumbnail today. This is the Jumbo Pack Break. Continues to be one of the most popular things on the channel. People just love the Jumbo Pack Break. It's halfway done already. We have Mr. Thujipan. I don't know if I'm saying his name right. I hope I am. And here's what's in it. Pack's a little more expensive in this set, like this Halo pack. We've got this $25 vintage Naruto pack. We got Lord of the Rings. We got Super Mario. We got some One Piece. We got Chilling Reign for $17. We got this 151 Surprise. We got Mega Dream for $16. So it's a little bit thinner than some of the other ones we've hosted in the past. However, that is because it has more expensive booster packs in it, boosting the price. I think we can add another pack to it today. I don't even think it needs the help. You can clearly see it's on its way. So this set's going to, you know, it's going to sell out clearly. But let's go ahead and toss another thing in here. How about, what can we toss in here that would make it a little bit fun? I really don't mind because, you know, the way I look at it, it's just sort of like, it's chaotic. It's dense with strange sets. That's how I view it. How about we get How about this? How about we get one of these Union Arenas in it? We try to do different booster packs each time with maybe a couple familiar ones. Okay, so another bonus pack in there. There's 2 bonus packs in there now. Hey, what's up, Edward? I don't know if you knew about them, but I find them really interesting, and I recently started collecting them. The Meiji cards? Golden postcards. Oh, golden postcards. How do you feel about the power packs from GameStop, especially the 2500 one? You know, so GameStop's buying a bunch of those cards and creating an inventory. Overall, that's good for the card market. GameStop has created a demand in slabs. Good for anyone holding a lot of... Wow, it got like dreary looking outside. Good for anyone holding a lot of slabs like me. Let's take a look at these orders now. Let's get started. Emmanuel Valencia, finish off the slab way. Mr. Emmanuel, up in the E's. All right, so he had a PSA 6 pair of Gengars. Oh, that's a good one. The question is it still up here? I don't know if it's still up here. Pair of Gengars, that's a good one. Okay. We're checking right now. All right, so we have to stand up and go to the overflow box. In fact, while we're doing that, let's take a couple more of these with us. We'll sort these out into the boxes, and your card will be over there as well. Take this coin with us as well. All right. I think Gengar's overrated. You keep thinking that. All right, Mr. McGill. Hey, that's my favorite Pokemon. NHCC. We got a Bridget. We got a Mark. We got a Terry. And we got a Grant. And it was Mr. Emmanuel who just paid off his thing, so we need this box. Let's see. Ah, found it. All right. Did you see the 25 basis point cut? Yes, my tiny stock portfolio bounced right after that, so that was good. Maybe interest rates will come down on homes again? I don't know. This is it. Congratulations, he got a pair of these. Graded 6. Still very respectable. I'm all into that now, you know, these vintage cards at a lower grade that are like affordable. I'm into that now. Okay, tossing that over there. Man, I've got a headache. It's not gone. Are they going to sing Christmas Time is Here? Yes, they're going to sing that. How long is that going to last? All right. We skipped ahead. Ah! John Lucas. He wants 8 boxes of English Nikkei Weiss. Now, we were anticipating this because we discussed this beforehand. Well, that's a lot of money, man. There's an $800 order, everybody, for Nikkei Weiss. 8 boxes, and then we'll be all done, okay? So let's see what he pulls in there. All right, and this is the end of the Weiss Nikkei. We have no more. May need a new bag unless I have stuff from yesterday. Oh, I don't want to hear this song either. I don't want to hear anything with singing in it. So let's head over to our menu. Under Weiss. Weiss English Nikkei is gone. Okay, we'll hit save on that. That means we only have 2 Weiss English sets. Might be about time to start increasing our Weiss menu. You know, I haven't really looked into Weiss sets in a little while, so there might be something fun to order. But the next thing we need to do is make sure that under products, we don't list that product anymore. So give me a moment. We're going to take a look at that. Mister, what's your favorite Pokemon? Stinky Chew. All right, let's try Nikkei real fast. Let's see if that shows up. Search products. Yes, here it is, English Nikkei. We are going to go ahead and quick edit it. No, we're going to click on trash. Did it work? The website, when you're editing it, is actually very slow. There it goes. Okay, it's gone. So now we can go back to orders. Click. All right, we've updated the website and the YouTube menu. Yeah, the YouTube description menu. Should be at least 3 Siggies in that order, hopefully. But he already pulled some Siggies out of the case, so I don't know how many more were left in this case. Hopefully lots. Yeah, he pulled a lot in the first round of these. Do-doo-ba-doo-be-doo. Scoopy poopy poo poo. Okay. All right. Ooh. Snipping time. Meeting is all done. Now I sleep for a bit. Yeah, my sleep schedule is pretty effed up. I go to sleep around 8 or 9 p.m. now in the daytime, like actually at night, like a normal human being. Bit early though. And then we're supposed to start the late night stream, or let's call it what it is, the early morning stream, around 3 a.m., maybe 4 a.m. That's the new schedule, guys. Pretty strange, huh? Didn't have a lot of viewers last night. It was kind of low. And I think it's got to be this change in schedule is no good. But we'll keep it up. I think we're really better off if I sleep at night like a normal human being, because Karis and I still have so much work to do at this IVF clinic, and it's all daytime. So it's like it takes place during the time period where I normally would be sleeping. So we either do this swap and try to get used to it, or until the IVF stuff is all done, I just get no sleep. Like, seriously, very little sleep. Here we are. Health is more important. Yeah, I don't feel very healthy right now doing the actual sleep time swap. That's actually really hard to do, I guess. My circadian rhythm has been destroyed. We are. Speaking of the fertility clinic, you know, I was asking AI a bunch of questions about being like a sperm donor or something like that, because I was curious. And wow, I was telling it a little bit about myself. And you know what's crazy? It was saying that I might actually be an eligible donor. I was giving it some stats about me, and it turned out because I have blue eyes, which is a genetically rare feature, if I was a donor, my odds of the hospital or whatever, the sperm bank accepting me, are much higher just because of that one trait being very rare. There it is. Woohoo! But not just that, my height's good enough. I guess a lot of people don't choose people. They don't choose sperm except from tall people. Jesus, man, like a eugenics project almost. So, but I clock in at 6 foot, so that's just high enough, I guess. Let's grab this. Very nice. Too bad about the crippling autism. Yes. I think I said that in Discord. But I was feeding all the stats. Another stat that they want to see that you have a college degree. And so I've got that. And it was saying in particular, people who live like in California, for example, when they're choosing a sperm donor, they pretty much just want a sperm donor who has a computer science degree. Which is kind of interesting, because that must mean that they believe that those traits are heritable. You're a science major or a computer scientist because you're born one, not because it's just all about how you raise them. No. You must believe that you're just born with that. Very interesting. And finally, there was one more thing that was really interesting. So I have Filipino genes, right? And it turns out that even though that's kind of a specific thing, that's actually very useful to have mixed genes like that, because it appeals to a wider, or perhaps sometimes a more niche customer. Let's say you got like a Filipino girl and a white guy want to have a baby together. Well, they might want a sperm donor. If, let's say, the husband's infertile, they might want a sperm donor from a guy who's part white, part Filipino. And that's apparently pretty niche. It's pretty hard to get that. There we go. Pretty interesting, huh? Anyway, so AI was calculating and saying that I would have a very good shot at being a sperm donor. I was like, dang, dude. Wonder if I should go sign up and get myself a Charizard. We all have a little tism. Let's see. I opened 11 boxes of Azure Lane and only got 2 Siggies. Passing this over here. I was doing more research into all that. Turns out egg donation makes a lot of money too. And I was thinking immediately about Karis. I was like, man, she's got blue eyes as well. Oops. She's got blue eyes. She's got a computer science degree. How much per ounce? I don't know. I think I read something like if you're like a popular donor, you can make like $4,000 after 6 months of donating. That doesn't seem like much to me. But here's the funny part. I saw that $4,000 and I immediately thought, that's like a low-level Charizard. I think it would be really funny if I did something like that and managed to take the money and turn it into a Charizard. I think that'd be hilarious. And I was saying in the Discord server that I'd love to make a video about it, you know. Snip this. I donated stuff at the sperm bank and now I got a Charizard. You know what I mean? It's like a sort of degeneracy, I suppose, or you know, like the I sold my kidney for an iPhone kind of thing. That's what it immediately made me think of. But apparently for Karis, I don't think she's interested in it, but you know, they're looking for egg donors too, which are more rare than sperm donors, believe it or not. It's not that hard to believe. But, you know, similar to the sperm donor, you have to be eligible for it. You have to be like all the things that people want. And so, again, she has those, she has the blue eyes, which is a rare genetic feature that people actually want. Here we are. Ooh, she's got the college degree. And I was reading you could get $20,000 for 1 cycle of egg retrieval. $20,000. Holy. Here we are. So I told her about that, but she did not sound interested. Yeah, let's see. I don't blame her. I think the whole egg retrieval is kind of painful and difficult. That's why. It's actually, I know it's difficult because I just watched it. I just witnessed it. All right. So it's a lot more work to get eggs from a girl than it is to get sperm from a guy. It's really easy for the guy to produce sperm, but doing the girl stuff is a lot of work. And painful, right? At the end, when they retrieve it, they have to stab you with a needle. All right, so what we got? Captain Girl. My habibi. He has blue eyes. Measure everything in Pokemon cards. Yeah, exactly. No, but I think that would... Whoa! Just a normal girl with a normal body shape. What do you guys think? You think that would be a funny story? You know, autistic Pokemon card collector donates at the sperm bank to get another Charizard. All right, here's a holo. Here's a holo. Oops. It's like I got things to donate. All right. How did you obtain that Charizard? Well, I just kind of jerked it a lot. Oh my god, dude. I think it'd be a pretty memorable story if it ever happened. But I guess part of the reason why it caught my interest was because now I know a lot about the process of, you know, how a sperm bank works and all that stuff because I've been through the IVF process. So I've been through it. I actually know what it's all like now. Here we go. Ugh. Ever seen Gattaca with Ethan Hawke? Yes, we talk about that movie from time to time. Hey, by the way, guys, I see we got 16 likes. We got to have more likes than that. Smash that like button. Let's get it up to like 30 or some high number. I'll get a giveaway started. Get those likes up. I'll get a giveaway started just for you guys. Just for me and you guys, okay? We'll put Alexis on there because we like Alexis, but she's not here today. She's coming in tomorrow. All right. Pitch taught idea to Leonhardt. Leonhardt stole my idea. You know, he's got some stupid thumbnail where his face is really close up to the screen and he's got like a Pokemon card in front of him, but edited into the holographic portion of the card is like a giant sperm or something. You won't believe how I obtained this Pokemon card. Whoa. All right. What are the reason you guys are doing IVF? So we started trying for a baby like 2 years ago, and it just wasn't happening. And we were just kind of scratching it down as maybe like bad luck or bad timing. But after a while, I think Karis got a little nervous, and she signed us up to go to a fertility clinic. Fertility clinic found that she had some pretty serious things going on with her stuff that was going to make it so she cannot get pregnant in a normal way. And so they signed her up right away for surgery that kind of corrects, I guess, like her uterus or something. And then 2, IVF. So now we're doing IVF, and it's going well so far, actually. We're getting closer to the step where they actually take the embryos and implant them. So that's the next step, is the implantation. But I believe she got a call today, and we have a bunch of healthy embryos right now. It's kind of a weird feeling. It's like we've mixed DNA now, and yet it's all being done in a test tube, like a petri dish environment. So there's a very sci-fi feeling to it. And also it's not real yet, you know, because it can't develop into a baby until it's been implanted. So it's very strange. It's like it's outside of my body. It's IVF, not IVF. Would you be fine donating? I don't understand why people ask that, because I was talking to Karis about it, and she asked the same question. She's like, would it bother you? And so I think the question goes along something like this, like, would it bother you knowing that somewhere out there is like half of you in a child or something is like, maybe I do have autism or something, because I do not care. I do not. Maybe that would make me a very good donor as well, because I really do not care. You know, if there's some DNA of me floating around out there, good luck to him. You know, he's on his own. It's not my baby. So no, I wouldn't think twice about it. I would hardly think about it. It is. But you know what I would be thinking about? I'd be thinking about that sweet, juicy spermazard that I paid off using money that I got for jerking it into a little cup. I think that'd be really funny. And perhaps the funniest way of my life that I ever obtained a Charizard, if that ever did occur. I don't know. Like I said, I'm not very serious about it right now. In fact, to do that donation, I would have to pass rigorous testing that I would probably fail. Because as you know, I'm out of shape. I'm overweight. And, but, you know, they don't just look at whether you're overweight. They look at a lot of qualities. And so, you know, they might be like, nah, we got better candidates than you. We are. Woo. But I read there are sperm banks where they consider your background too. So they go, okay, what have you accomplished? And I think if they look at that, I might do well in that regard too. Ooh, look at this. Hey, what's up, Madrid? How's it going, Mr. Madrid? Ooh, very nice. I don't know. So it's a really curious question if I would even get through their screening process to the point where they go, all right, we'll take it. We'll pay for it. And then what if they don't pay very much? What if they just pay like $50 or something? You can't do much with $50. But I would still use that money to buy a Pokemon card and make a video about it. I think it'd be hilarious. Here's Grumpy Cat. Oh my God. Man, I need some Grumpy Cat. 15 years from now, you got to check out the Pokemon aisle at Walmart, and you find yourself surrounded by a ton of little Dereks looking for cards. Oh, yeah. And I go, hey, will you lower the price on that card? You have no idea, bro. This card's worth, like, actually double what I have it priced at. You know what? And I just had it at this price to do you a favor. But now that you're asking, I'm going to get it to the correct price. Let's get it, I don't know. It's up 50% now. You're lucky that you even get a chance to buy it. They're all these sharky little kids trying to oversell Pokemon cards or something. All right. Toss it over here. Whoa. Look at that. Holy, man. Okay. Very nice. That's sugar and spice and everything nice right there, drawn onto a little card. You know, it'd be funny. You know how people are, so there's these sexy girl cards, and that's kind of been a thing that we've learned about over the last couple of years, that there's a whole market for this, right? It would be really interesting if on the card you can see the art. Actually, do they have that on the card? I want to see the name of the artist. Okay, so would it be, answer me this question, guys. If this card was drawn by a woman, would that be sexier, or do you prefer that it's drawn by a guy? So it's a really curious question, but nobody ever stops and thinks about that. Very interesting dynamic. The TCC vault coming to life. We are. Okay. Ooh. Doobity-boo, doobity-boo. All right. Very good. Yes, I wish women would draw them, says Jaded9. Well, there you go. So he's an example of somebody who say, yeah, it would be hotter knowing that it's a female artist working on female cards. All right, let's see. Scoobity boobity boobity. Doobity boobity boo. All right. Oops. Aha. It's gay to like male-drawn waifus. Is it? That's actually a real question. I love that they're playing the Thanksgiving song in this soundtrack. Do you think One Piece got a bright future like Pokemon? Maybe, maybe. How long has One Piece been running as a collectible card set now? Like 5 years? Here's the thing that I know. When I turn on Crunchyroll, which I don't do very often, but I do every now and then. When I turn on Crunchyroll, what I notice, I don't see Pokemon on the list. Whoa, the hottest anime, Pokemon. Everyone's watching it. Who do you know that's watching Pokemon? Anybody? Does anyone here know anybody watching Pokemon? Does anyone talk about the latest episode of Pokemon? I've never even heard of that. So, but you know what? You turn on something like Crunchyroll, and there it is, One Piece, right at the top of animes you might like to watch, you know? So One Piece is still ongoing. It's just as old as Pokemon, and people actually watch it. Like, I guess, I don't know about the quality of the anime. I've heard people gripe about it, like, oh, it's just filler and garbage. Well, I mean, they're making it, and I feel like that's very important, because ultimately what these cards are, they are a representation of a brand. They're a brand. And, you know, I think One Piece appears to be doing well. Better than Dragon Ball, better than Yu-Gi-Oh! So if it's doing better than Yu-Gi-Oh!, if it's doing better than Dragon Ball, then perhaps you should expect to see it to grow. But it's a complex calculation, I think, because it doesn't really just come down to that. It comes down to card design. It comes down to interest in the TCG. It comes down to how much of it did they print? Did they get too greedy with it? Do people get tired of the designs? Do they never innovate? You know, so there's a lot that goes into it other than just do people watch the show. You know, there can be popular IPs like Mickey Mouse, but yet it could be a failed card game because they just don't work hard on it, or they just keep reprinting it or something, right? So it depends on a lot of stuff, because one thing you have to give Pokemon a lot of credit for, Pokemon actually works really hard on the quality of their cards. They're always coming up with something new and innovative in the design. And some of their cards are just like straight up art. Whereas other card sets, maybe like Final Fantasy, which is also a very old IP, they don't work very hard on their card game. Their card game doesn't do as well, and they don't have an equivalent to like a manga, really. And they don't innovate too much, and it's just really simplistic. So Pokemon actually takes the card design very seriously, and they work very hard on the feeling of, you know, artificial rarity, and it's just a really cool thing that they've created, and they're doing a great job with it. So it's kind of up to One Piece to do the same thing with their card set in order for it to be investable for the future and for right now. But just from the preliminary examination of the One Piece sets, they appear to be doing fine. Yeah, they seem to be doing all right. We pumped some money into an OP9 case and an OP5 case English, just to make sure that if it does really well, we got a little bit of it. And you guys can buy that now if you want. Those are in the menu. Maybe you're wondering whether to ship back that manga card and not hold it. I can tell you this. Over the course of your lifetime, making, let's say, like $8,000 might be surprisingly easy. But let me tell you something that's probably pretty difficult and always will be. Managing to pull that manga card out of that case is probably one of the hardest things let's say one of the luckiest things you've ever had happen to you. And if you were to just keep that card, yeah, you would have $8,000 less than if you sold it. And in fact, I don't think you would get 8,000. You'd get less than 8, right? Based off the fees. But you would have $8,000 more, but what do you want to spend it on? Crypto, maybe? So ultimately, this is the heart of why I think card collecting works. It comes down to the fact that when people have a lot of money, what do they want to spend it on? Well, you can go buy your sports vehicle, you can go buy a nice house, you can spend some on your health, but get that stuff out of the way for a second. What else is there after that? Maybe vacations. Get that out of the way. You're not going to spend it on more money because you're already rich. What do you spend it on? And so it ends up being art, doesn't it? It ends up being like, well, we're going to get some fine art. We're going to get some ancient vases. You know, that's what people end up doing. That's the end game activity for humans, is what art do they own? So some of it comes down to, are you nostalgic for it? Did you like that moment in your life? Do you want to remember it? Do you want to feel it in your hands? You know, and I'm gambling everything on that with Pokemon. All my money's in Pokemon. I just got a little bit of stocks and that's it. It's all in Pokemon right now. And that has so far done okay for me, and it could go poor in the future. We don't know yet. But you can make the same gamble on One Piece and say, hey, you know, I really believe in this thing. And I think it's doing pretty well right now. You have to remember, Pokemon's been around for 30 years now. And I'm talking about the card game, has been around for a long time. Whereas the One Piece card game just came out. So let me ask you this. What's it going to be like when that Gear 5 manga card turns 30 years old? It's probably going to be nuts. Probably. You know, because you have to assume that the reaction to the One Piece cards was pretty positive based off of the sales. So if the reaction was good, then it could really become a nutty card to be holding in the future. All right, let's see what you guys are saying. Let's see. I'm saying because women understand their anatomy better than men, I would imagine. Oh, don't be so sure. I've been binge-watched all of Horizons. I don't think Pokemon is even in Crunchyroll, LMFAO. Yeah, where do you guys watch Pokemon? I've seen it in Netflix. Then got the Chinese exclusives in a 10. Yeah? I'll use the funds and start a collection. Here we are. Ooh, ow. All right. I like the Gear 5 Luffy. I think he's pretty cool. But it is a gamble to keep him rather than to convert him into money. I think your job is to always have your money converted in the best thing that it should be in, right? That's a financial way of looking at it rather than a sort of like social, cultural asset point of view, right? So if you want to talk about straight money, get out of your feelings for a second, your feelings of attachment, and just go straight to whatever makes the most money next. But that's the problem. Like, how do you even know what that is? Like, would anyone have bet that one of the best investments in the world was going to be evolving skies? Like, there was a theory that that could be true, but it wasn't until afterwards that it went from $140 a box to $2,000 a box, you know, in 4 years that became the truth. And so, and now what's the next best thing today? We don't know. Probably not evolving skies. It's probably tapered off a bit. It's just going to go sideways for a while now. Although we don't know that either. But, you know, maybe it jumps all the way up to 10,000 like Team Up did. But we don't know. And it's just really hard to say what to put your money into next. Here we are. So that's kind of a game of its own, shifting your money around. I think if you gamble too much, you eventually lose. And in order to get rich, you have to gamble increasingly large amounts. So one day you put it all on red and it rolls black. So I have a nice house, a nice collection of watches. I travel the world for work and judging Pokemon. Have 401k, which is max. So what else? Just spend on but cardboard. Haha. Yeah, exactly. Like you reach a point where you're just opening cards for no other reason than having fun with cards. And there's a lot of people who have not got it all put together yet. So they can't imagine that. They don't have the imagination for it. They can't imagine that there's people out there who are just, you know, just kind of opening cards because they feel like opening cards now. And they're not too worried about anything else. All right, tossing this over here. 2 more boxes. Says people couldn't imagine that like Charizard was going to hit $40,000 or something. It's like, I could imagine it. Is there like maybe a guy from UAE or a guy from Hong Kong is buying up all the cards in the market? It's like, I can imagine it. You got guys out there who started businesses and are now billionaires, and they have children, and those children are going to start collecting, and you know what I mean? It's going to happen. All right. But it all comes down to that concept. What's the end game activity for humans? It's going to be art. It's going to be art. It's going to be culture. And how's that going to be expressed? It's not for certain how. Okay. Wait, you guys aren't opening for fun? I open strictly in order to feel my feels. The more Pokemon cards I open, the more of the empty hole, the voidless hole, is filled. And it's just a bottomless pit, and that's why I can just keep opening forever. This. I wanna open you like a Pokemon. Set this over here. Okay. I was opening for fun, so second shop of cards, ATX. Soup. All right. Oh, yeah. Zach says, men know what men want. Oh, right. Okay. So, I think Zach just came out of the closet. Let's go ahead and snip this. Sneep. That being said, I never thought my gold stars would be worth what they are right now. It's about time to take the gains on the doubles. Oh, man. Yeah, gold stars have been pretty wild lately. Here it is. I think that they've gotten so expensive so rapidly. I don't know if they can just keep going up the way they are. They got to slow down at some point. You're looking for something that's undervalued. It's hard to say what's undervalued in the market. I can tell you there's something I'm looking at, but I don't know if I want to buy it. I'm really skeptical about it. It's going to take a little chunk of money to absorb it. I bought a couple of those Detective Pikachu, or not Detective, a couple of those McDonald's Pikachus, though, didn't I? And why did I buy those? I bought those because it's not clear that they're going to bring it to America so far. My opinion on that card, just like I said in the short. Have you guys watched the new short? My opinion on it, if they don't reprint it, and if they don't bring it to America, that set's probably underpriced. The McDonald's Pikachu. Staff cards and other tournament-specific cards are undervalued. Oh, here we go. Oh, yeah. You pick up the tight latex pink outfit girl. I don't know her name, but, man, that is a suggestive outfit. All right. Very good, man. Yeah, I kind of started getting into the staff cards a little bit. I don't want to overdo it, but I got a couple staff cards. They're pretty cool. They kind of remind me of the Gold Star era with the reverse holo stamped cards. There are pre-releases that have the stamps on them as well, so you don't have to get staff cards. You can get just pre-release promos. Thing is, I think the staff cards are technically a lot more rare than those, so that's why the staff cards are interesting to me. And I mostly ignored them for years, but now I'm just dabbling in them. But it's not the end-all, be-all for me. I'm kind of looking into tops again with the revelation that we might be getting another top set. If we get a modern top set, guys, vintage tops has so much potential. Like, you have no clue. Vintage tops has been so ignored by everybody, and yet it is one of the hardest sets in the hobby to grade. Like, do you realize how hard it is to get even one PSA 10 from the Topps collection after opening a booster? Like, even if you get a booster pack from a box with perfect non-stickiness, it's still like 1 every 10 booster packs might be a 10. It's that hard. It's like impossibly difficult. They get print lines, they get bad centering, they get popped up corners, they get everything goes wrong with them, everything. And so when you run into like a Topps 10 and it's not just a Chrome 10, maybe a Series 1, maybe a Series 2, Series 3, Pokemon First Movie, Pokemon the Movie 2000. When you get one of those and it's actually graded 10, again, you just do not realize how rare that is. They're exceptionally low population. So I like the Topps cards. I'm holding on to a decent chunk of really nice ones. And I'm holding on to a really nice chunk of the booster boxes too, which has done swimmingly well. When I got started, Top Series 1 booster box was just like $600 a box, and we were ripping through them so fast. So, first I enjoyed a little flip on them, just selling them that way, but I held on to some of my favorite ones. I held on to some boxes of the Series 1, and I don't know, who knows what they're worth now, maybe like $2,000 or $3,000, but that's in theory. They might be worth a lot more of that if I could just explain that they're really good, like non-sticky rainbow, or maybe like one of these extremely rare print runs. Those tended to be the ones I held on to. They are also Professor stamped cards. Thank you for your faith, Jaded9. 350-ish Siggy Woot. Alice. So Alice is a good one. Someone pulled a Mew Gold Star and Power Packs. They offered them $7.9K for it. Cool, man. Yeah, I mean, if you're rolling at $2,500 per roll, There must be some seriously expensive pulls in there somewhere. Here it is. Oh, yeah. Very nice. Okay. And here's this lady. Oh, she's got a bazooka. So these are the last 2 boxes. Thank you so much. This was an $800 order, everybody. There we go. It's a pretty dramatic opening. All right. Very good. It goes right. Tops is going to be on top. If it goes right, Tops is going to... Well, I don't know if it'll be on top, but I think it will gain some more interest. I think a lot of people kind of disrespect Tops. Like, they just don't care about it. They think it's dumb, but I love it. I love the way it looks. I love how hard they are to grade. I love the feeling you get when you open some packs of it. Like, there's people who are opening packs of it today who are going to be nostalgic for it down the road from now. Right, like it's a vintage set from the 1990s, 1999, 2000. But the thing is, if you open some of that vintage product today, well, 5 years from now, you're going to have a different kind of nostalgic feeling. You're going to have like a Pokemon card Renaissance nostalgia when it all took off again 5-10 years ago, and and you were enjoying opening some vintage at that time. So the nostalgia will rebound from even as recent as 5 or 10 years ago. Opening stuff as an adult. We got a little water today, huh, guys? Alice is a very good SP. Okay, so then we pulled one more SP out of that case, but it was a very good one. Welcome, guys. Thanks for the 24 likes. Can we get it up to 30? Smash that like button for me. Okay, are you guys having fun in horizontal mode? Who likes horizontal mode? How many of you guys would prefer vertical mode? Here's another question. Did you guys get a ping? The reason I ask is because I posted a video before we went live, and I'm just worried we're like posting too much content to this channel and that maybe they don't ping when we're live. Here it is. Oh, yeah. Not me. Who got a ping and who didn't get a ping? Aovic says he did get pinged. Okay. I wonder if these promos sell for very much. Konnichiwa. Oh, dear Lord, dude. That was Weiss Nikkei. Take a last look at it, everybody, because we just sold out. And I don't think I'm restocking it. You are? Can't really decide to restock it or not. I think I should just look forward to whatever new set Nikkei prints or whatever new set Weiss Schwartz prints. Let's get this in a top loader. Now, that doesn't mean we're out of Nikkei cards. We have the Nivell Arena Nikkei cards, if you guys are looking for a bit of fun. Looks like this, okay. And I can't remember the price on this. It's like $80 a box. So we have some more Nikkei cards for you to have fun with if you prefer to do that. But let me go ahead and get these all set up for our friend, Mr. John. Thank you, John. I really appreciate the order, man. All hail the wide stream ping. Team Vertical. Oh, yeah. Team Vertical, it's easier to watch the vertical stream from your cell phone. So some people actually prefer the vertical stream. And they show up to the late night, or should we say early morning vertical stream just for the vertical stream. Look at that. Ooh. Wow, that looks great, man. Okay. Now, you said we might have created a new bag for you, maybe. Well, we have a John Boxer here. Not a John Boxer. Let's see. Joey Maycumber. Oh, man, I miss Joey Maycumber. How do we get Joey Maycumber back in here? I missed him. I think we make you a new bag, huh? Chat is hard to read on vertical. There we go. You might be right about that. It doesn't last as long, right? Indeed, I'm a phone watcher, but I really don't mind horizontal. It is. Chat is so difficult on vertical. One complaint I've heard, people have said that in vertical mode, they can't exit the YouTube app and still listen to the live stream playing. So I guess some people were not even watching the stream. They were just listening to the stream. And for them, they like the horizontal mode for that. Okay, John. Baggie number 1. We'll just call this hits, I guess. I did have a box, but we just shipped it. Ooh. Okay, we'll grab this as well. Okay, we'll grab these. Scooby buzz, buzz, buzz. Oh, I see you've got some, actually, let's put this in the hits bag. You've got some holographic commons over here. Stream's a good podcast. You guys like listening to what we talk about? I feel like we will often talk about many interesting subjects, whether it be the latest card news or the latest news. But I also really like hearing about what's going on in your lives. So personal stuff is fun too. There we go. All right, how about that lady who dropped the N-word at Cinnabon? And she is now becoming wealthy because of GoFundMe. People are just pouring a bunch of money into the GoFundMe for her. So those are some of the fun subjects we might talk about. We are. Main thing for me is the hyperlinks didn't always let you click, and I would have to use one from an old stream. Oh, that's how you were doing it, huh? So another way to get them to work is just hold your finger over the link you want, and then it'll pop up a highlight box for you, and then just drag that along until you get the whole link sort of like highlighted. And then if you click it again, it'll ask you if you want to open it up. So, yeah, that's a pity. I guess in vertical mode, the links don't work as well, do they? Okay, I'll DM you on what a case price would look like for more Nikkei. Ooh, okay. We need this box over here, because I think we're going to make a new John box. That goes there, this goes here, and this goes here. Ta-da! Scooby time is here. Okay. It'd tell me error. Huh, really? Hear about that lady that took 30M from investors and disappeared? Yeah. She claimed to be some kind of heiress, didn't she, right? And ironically, she was part... Come on, I want to hear this. Ironically, she was part of like a content creation group that made true crime videos. So somehow that makes the story more salacious. I suppose it's because she was reporting on crime just to be herself committing an extremely large fraud crime. If you do something like that in China, oh man, they're not nice to you. If you pull off a large enough financial crime, you get the same like death penalty as somebody who like committed murder, basically, which I think is very fascinating because I think there's an argument for that. Basically, you have to argue that they stole so many man hours, because that's what money is. Money is man hours. They stole so many man hours that it's almost like maybe in an abstract sense, you've killed a person. You know, you've stolen an entire life worth of money. Well, you've just destroyed a person in a way. Somebody had to go out and get all that money, and you just sort of, you know, stole it away and spent it on whoop-de-doo, whatever it is you spent it on. So it's a very fascinating idea, and it's harsh, but I don't know. I don't know what people think justice is anymore. I think justice is scary for people. Here we are. You ready? What do we got? So how about that giveaway? Yeah, actually, you know, when we think about it, there is a giveaway. Let's pull that giveaway out of here. Ha-ha! Pikachu. That's a big one. He's $130. Actually, he might be $150. Let's get this set up. The illustrious... Oh, that's what we need to open up. We need Nightbot. The illustrious Mr. Mark donated that. How kind. All right, let's click next. Next. Mark. Okay, done with that. All right, so it's set up. All you got to do is type in Mark. Mister, if not busy, let me know what you think about the box prices for store credit. Oh, right. Man, I'm so tired, dude. So you're thinking about sending me a box of Steam Siege and a box of Cosmic Eclipse for store credit. So I know for a fact those are not cheap boxes anymore. I'm pretty open-minded to it. Can I just ask you one question? Did you have something specifically you intended to spend that store credit on? I mean, I think it would be probably thousands of dollars. But I'm just curious what you were thinking about spending it on. Come on, Nightbot. Simon! Here is Snorlax. It's almost like talking about what... If you think about it beyond store credit, it's almost more like a trade, isn't it? It is. I don't want to hand you off like whatever it would end up being, $3,000 or $4,000 or whatever it is, and then you're like, all right, I'll take all of this, and then it turns out I don't have that. So I wouldn't want you to feel stuck that way. He says I would do slabs and some slab breaks. Okay, okay. Here we are. Let's grab this. Fair enough. Yeah, what I have to do is look at your prices and then kind of independently research them myself because it's such a big trade. And then you would just mail them in and we would rock and roll, get it done. I mean, I'm pretty open-minded to the whole proposition because we'll just take those boxes and slowly sell them probably. Snorlax. And this shall say 016. Let's see. We want the cheapest Snorlax, and he's $60. All right. Good. Hey, Cody, how's it doing? Yeah, how's it going, Cody? Ooh, this is Team Up Squirtle, and he might kind of be a little bit expensive. It's pretty cool. Where's my sleeves? He only graded 9, so, you know, 9's a 9, I guess. Yeah, let me take a quick look at that, okay? Doobie-doobie-doo, doobie-doobie-doo. Ah, here it is. All right, so you got a Cosmic price and a Steam Siege price. Those probably look correct. Let me take a quick look at them myself. Yeah, those prices don't surprise me. Let me check this real fast, okay? With such big items, we're going to compare cheapest buy now, and we're going to compare recently sold too, okay? So because they're such big items, I kind of want to do that. All right, so we got all this going on. Oh, can we get rid of that? What the hell? How do I get rid of this? Oh, here we go. Close this. I'm going to zoom out a little bit. All right, and then we're going to grab this. So I know the cheapest one for the Steam Siege is maybe more like 1.5. However, the last two sold were 900 and maybe 800-ish. And then before that, it was 1,200, and then it was 800. So, and then we're going to look at Cosmic real fast, see how Cosmic's doing. Cosmic Eclipse. Booster box. Okay. What I would have to say about prices recently is that we're in a time period where Pokemon's maybe slowing down a little bit. All right, so you're looking good on the Cosmic Eclipse one's looking fine for you. On December 8th, it sold for 3.5. On December 10th, which would be today, it sold for 3.7, which is even better than what you had posted. But let me check. Well, 3.7 is fine because that's a good number. So I'm going to make a counter offer to you. Okay, so we're going to say Cosmic 3.7K, and for the Steam Siege, I'm going to offer a little bit lower. I know for a fact that set does sell much slower. It's actually pretty hard to move, believe it or not. Yeah, obviously, like Cosmic has Charizard in it, and then Steam Siege has like what? Volcanion. You know, it's got a Gardevoir in it, one Gardevoir, one Golden Gardevoir. It's not strictly one Gardevoir card, but I mean like one Gardevoir card that you might actually want to collect. So here's my counter offer. I'm going to raise the price on Cosmic, but lower the price on Steam Siege. Okay, I think you offered me 5K for both. And so, let me open my calculator here. So my counter offer is pretty close to your offer, actually. I think I'm offering 4.7. Okay. So I'm going to jump over here and scroll on to the next order. Let's see what's going on here. Let's check the website real fast. I hear that man doing okay. Who's doing okay? Oh, he's saying, I hear that man. I'm doing okay. Oh, it felt like I had a spider crawling on my hand. What the hell? Okay, so our next order is in the PayPal queue, and it is Luke Laurie. He says $170 to slab away. Mr. Luke, he sent a $200 order. Thank you, Luke. We're going to go to Slab Away and scroll down to Luke Laurie. And you have 480, so that means 310 remains. Okay, 310. We just applied $170. Now he wants 4 of the Halo Upper Decks. Now the question is, where am I storing those Halo Upper Decks? I don't know. I see we have 61 viewers. Smash that like button for me, guys. Let's get those likes up to 30 at least, okay? Happy Wednesday. Wednesday's not the craziest day of the week. If Tuesday's the worst day of the week, Wednesday's a little bit better than Tuesday, but still not crazy yet. Things start to get crazy on Thursday night. Happy Wednesday. How's work going for you guys? Anything crazy happening at work? I'll tell you something crazy that's going on at my work. We're opening lots and lots of cards. How crazy. No, but I did, today I did call a real estate company. I am going to go ahead and try to sell the El Tampa home. That's the home that Mr. John was formerly renting. So I think I'm going to go get a fresh box of the Halo if I can go find it. Mr. Speaking of Slab Away, you need to mark the gray ninja I have from the expensive slab channel as gone. Okay, I need to do that. Let me go grab some Halo. I don't know where it's at, actually. I'm going to go find some. It's not over here, is it? Nah, I don't think it's over here. All right, let me go over here. Oh, Christmas tree, oh, Christmas tree. Hey, fresh. Oh, I already answered that question. Excuse me. All right. Ooh. Ooh. Oh, yeah. Oh, whoa. Oh, Christmas tree, oh, Christmas tree. Meow, 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 meow. 1, 2, whoops, 2, 3, 4. Good. What do you guys think? You think I restocked these Halo packs? I mean, I think the Halo packs have been doing well for us. There you go. Oh, yeah. Ooh. Get a little bag going here. So I swear we should have some Halo packs already. I don't know. Let's see. Slide this in here. Ooh. Pull this up. Okay. So here we have your Halos. You gonna get lucky on this one back here? I think this one's a fat pack. Are you ready? All right, this is why we open these. These cards are really nice. Got a lot of nice Halo cards out there. Halo is coming to the PlayStation now. Do you guys like that? Do you hate it? I'm cool with it. It's an old franchise. It's been around a long time. All right. Do that one last. Okay, now if you pull a big hit, we gotta grade it. This is Upper Deck Halo. Olympia Vale. Halo 3 ODST. Here's Atriox. Here's Jambalaya. His name's Jambalaya. Okay. What do you guys want to see more of on this channel? You want to see a new pack, a set added to it? You want to see more vintage? You want to see more modern? What do you guys want to see? What's your favorite thing going on in the hobby? You want to see me drill a hole in all my cards? I'll drill a hole in all my cards. I don't know. Maybe I won't do that one. It'd be funny to drill some of those McDonald's Pikachus, huh? Because there's too many of them, in theory. Okay, we're going to sleeve this up as well. I say we hire like a hot girl to come stream the stream. And she just sits in a chair next to me. She didn't even have to do any of the work. There it is. All right, here's... okay. Let's leave these up. Let's get it, says J-Dog. Ooh. Very nice. And are you sure your women would love that? That's a good question. I don't know if my women would like that. We are. All right. All right. Let's open this. Here's, she might like it a lot. Here's, what do we got back here? Oh, very nice. You got one of these numbered Master Chief looking things. Very nice. So that's a Spartan called Douglas 042 from the original Halo Wars. Cool. Oh, Christmas tree. Oh, Christmas. I was learning how the Inuit, those are like the Eskimos, right? I was learning how they had kind of like, part of their whole existence was like swapping partners and stuff like that. Holy. Somebody would travel a long distance to sort of like visit or something, and they get down and dirty as a group in their little igloos. Oh, you got a hard light. Hey, this is a good box, man. I want to see some WotC Harry Potter cards from 2001. We could do that. I bet those are really expensive now. For Weiss English, you could do Konosuba, God's Blessing on This Wonderful World, and Fairy Tale Chronicle. And he says, as possible sets. Now, are those in English or are those only in Japanese right now? And what do you think, by the way, from your perspective, what do you like better, the English ones or the Japanese ones? All right, what do we got here? You ready? Ooh. Oh, a double hit. What is this? That's Alice, also from Halo Wars. That's really cool. So yeah, Alice from Halo Wars. Those are two popular English sets. Konosuba. I feel like I recognize that name. So that's Tartarus, and he would be the main boss from Halo 2, correct? You got to fight him at the end. He's got his stupid hammer. He throws you off the ring really bad. It's super awful. Don't even try to fight him on Legendary mode. It's basically impossible. Somebody's probably done it like it's easy, but when I was young playing this, it was impossible. All right. Well, congratulations on pulling this Hardlight card. This is one of the reasons why we opened these sets. I should order more of this because we're pretty low on it. And we've pulled a couple of Hardlights, but they're pretty rare. And yeah, it's just a really, really cool card. Look how thick it is. And it's actually made out of like plastic. So it's a thick plastic card. And yes, PSA does grade these. Surprisingly not too expensive. $700 for a booster box of Harry Potter 36 packs. Nice. Konosuba has some cards in Sneaker Bunko. Let me look it up. I'll probably recognize it. Konosuba. Konosuba. Oh, that's the whole Megumi thing. Yeah, that's actually, that's a relevant anime, isn't it? And it was because a pretty recent season of it was made and posted, right? So they're still making that one. Ooh. What's the actual story about that? What's the story of that show? Other than the fact that it's probably like a gooner. It's a bunch of sexy girls and, you know, wow, that's so cool looking. Look at that, guys. Wow, you did well. Look at this. Look at this, everybody. Wow, man. He got that out of 4 packs. You're doing quite well. And you guys got to try this card set more often. That's Luke Laurie trying this card set. Of course, he's tried it before already. It's an ongoing anime. Haha. Yeah, exactly. That's what I meant to say. It's an ongoing anime. They're still making it. And it popped into my feed the other day. Ta-da! Scoobity-boo. Doobity-boo. Oh, man, I love the sound of that Thanksgiving soundtrack for Charlie Brown. Oh, cold hard cash. What a beautiful, beautiful sound. Toss this over here. Don't forget, guys, the jumbo pack break needs 2 people for it to go off. $40 per spot for a chance to take all those packs home with you. I need to get this last sticker used so I can get out of my freaking way. So, Luke Laurie, not to be confused with many of the other names over here. Ah, here he is. Very nice. Do 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 do. Scoobity boobity boobity dooby doo dooby doo. What kind of dinners do you guys have on Christmas? You know, so Thanksgiving is the roast turkey. I've been thinking about maybe developing or designing sort of like a Christmas feast, because that's what Thanksgiving's all about, having some kind of like special dinner, right? Well, I don't have anything special planned for Christmas. Ooh, this is one of the best cards on the table for $130. Here's a McDonald's Riolu. This is the trade card. You can buy in for $4 if you want, but really it's also just meant to be traded into. You got some cards you don't want? Try me, test me out, say, hey, I'll trade this junk away for $4, and I'll consider it, okay? That's what the trade slab's for. This cute Squirtle, I'm scared I'll underprice this guy because he is actually really sleeping against a rock or a tree or whatever that is. It looks like a rock. Let's take a quick look at what this could be. PSA 9. Team up weird almost. And to tell you the truth, I eat quite a lot of ham. I'm a bit of a ham fiend, and so I eat a lot of ham, and I feel like I want something more unique than that. So I type in PSA 9 Team Up Squirtle, and I get almost no results. That can't be true. What do you mean there's no Team Up Squirtles? Oh, there we go. There's a Team Up Squirtle. Wow, this card might actually be really expensive. This can't be right. Is this right? Let's just try. Let's get rid of PSA. Just try Team Up Squirtle. Is he an uncommon or something? No, he's a common card. Let's type in Team Up Squirtle Reverse. All right, there we go. Team Up Squirtle Reverse. There's just none for sale at all. It doesn't make any sense to me. Nobody's bothering. Whoa, okay. So here's a PSA 8 of the card. Went for like $40. And then here it is going for $22 as an 8. Here's, oh, right here. So, okay, we got a baseline for the price. That's crazy because I almost priced this card for like $40 as a 9. But check it out. Here we've got some data. $100. That's so from Team Up. Different artwork. But that one went for $100 as a 9. So I think that pricing it at 40 would probably be too low. All right. So I think I'm going to go with the higher price. Oh, I'm getting an important phone call about the home. Let me mute you guys. I'll be right back. You could probably text me. Would that work? Mm-hmm. Yeah, that would be fine. All right. Thank you very much. All right. So that is real estate agent. We're going to try and get that house sold, man. All right. And so we saw that other guy sell on November 29th for 100, right? We're going to do this one at a lower price. Okay. So 75. All right. I had to get out of that phone call because we're going to lose our entire audience if we disappear for like even 10 seconds. I mean, look at it. We dropped real fast to the 50s, I think, in terms of viewership. Well, actually, it says we got 67 viewers now. So I don't know. Maybe, can you trust the actual view count? I don't know what the view count is anymore. You should only accept slabs as payment for the house. We're going to get out of that house. We were going to rent it. We were going to like fix it up and rent it. It's a 3-bedroom, 2-bathroom. It's you. But you know, it needs like some nice repairs on it. And I just don't want to put the money into it. To be honest, we got money over here for this business. The money should stay in this business. Someone else, somebody who specializes in homes should fix it. Look how much water I drink when I'm live. So I'm almost done with this bottle, this water bottle. I drink so much water when I'm live. I must talk a lot or something when we're live. I think I'm a talking machine. So, Luke Laurie, thank you for the big order. I appreciate it, man. Let's see what's next, guys. See if there's any orders at all, actually. I don't think... Oh, hold on. I don't think there's any orders in the queue. So if you guys want any help with anything, let me know. And I can now spend this time pricing up slabs. By the way, here is the first time order for this Hound Dower. If you place a first time order, you'll get this card for free. Also, if you have been gone, if you haven't ordered anything in like a year, and you've been thinking about getting back into the stream, buying some stuff, you've been gone for over a year, if you buy into whatever it is you want to buy here, we'll give you this for free for that reason too. All you got to do is say, the last time I bought something from you was like a year ago, okay? So that's for people returning after a year and people who are brand new. All right, so here's this Dragonite from Team Up. And he got this terrible 8, I guess. But he's still cool. And I almost wonder if they graded him too harsh, man. That's crazy. Tag, I think, grades harsher than PSA. I'd like to point that out. Man, see, I think they grade super harsh just because they know they can't be looked at as grading cards worse than PSA, because that would be a bad brand for them to be like, well, they don't, you know, their 10s are worse than PSA's 10s. So they got to grade super harsh and make no mistakes. And so that got 8.5 rather than a 9, but it's like, man, that could have been a 9. You kidding me? 8.5. My cheeks! Let's get a price going on this bad boy. We're going to say $45. He is still from Team Up. Reasonable. See, look, now it says we got 47 viewers. I don't understand that. So, but take a look at this. We got this proof right over here. Here is a Squirtle. It's PSA 9 from the same set. Different artwork, I guess. PSA 9, $100. And this one's an 8. That went for like 34. So we got our 9 at 75. I think that's not bad. Okay, cool. And let's see. Wednesday, huh? It's Wednesday. And it's 6:04 on a Wednesday. Cool. Oh, well, that means we've been live for... Oh, it says we've been live for about an hour and a half. Okay, we must have started later. Look at this. This hasn't been priced up. So we've got a Heatwave Arena Ethan's Adventure Alt Art. That's really nice, actually. Put that down, and let's grab another sleeve. From what he's opened so far, the Series 1 tops are pretty clean. The new ones he got are really good quality. Renting money is a pit. Are the Pokemon Top Series 1 sticky? Oh, let me show them off. So here they are. And no, they're actually, it's a super high premium, 200, 0 stickiness, 0. All the cards have 0 stickiness at all. Super good. And so as a result, the price is a little bit higher, but that's because if you don't buy them, I'm going to open them. I'm going to open them and just grade them myself because they're going to make more money than that when I grade them. Just, all right. And if they don't sell here on the table, they're just going to go to eBay and they're going to sell over there pretty easily. Ooh. So there's a few Pokemon, maybe one of the only Pokemon card sets where the quality of the cards inside of the pack matters so much. There's this like disastrous, like almost ungradable quality to some of them. And then over on the other side, there's like, they're coming out perfect. And the difference between those two is like hundreds of dollars. Over here, you make no money. Over here, you can make thousands, 10 Venusaur, 10 Pikachu, whatever it is. The quality is so important in the Topps packs, and they're very good. And I could open one right now if you'd like, because I don't mind. Only thing is, if I pull Charizard, we're gonna have to change the price. We're gonna have to lower the price. Ethan's Adventure. There you go. So, is that Chinese? No, that's Japanese. I thought that was just me. Open. Lagging really bad, says Edward Cornelio. Is that right? You guys are experiencing lag? Let me hit refresh on the stream, okay? I'm going to hit refresh on the cell phone, actually, to see if that helps. You know, I probably should have warned you guys this in case the internet went down. We're having internet problems again, and they're going to send out an internet guy to our home. The internet went down today while Karis was working. Luckily, we weren't live. But Karis was working in the internet, and we had to cycle the routers to get it to work again. So now we're having a guy come out to hopefully replace our routers. I can't stand Spectrum, dude. Like, we had to fight with them to get a guy out here. I hate it when they're like that. They just want to save money. I get it. But we've been religiously paying for their terrible service that's always having some sort of issue going on. And they can't get a guy out here to maybe just swap our modem out. Just swap it out with ours. It's getting kind of old. It's a couple years old. Mister, you're stuttering. No! Is it really that bad? Give me a second here, guys. You're supposed to unplug once a month. All right, let's see. It looks fine on my screen. I'm seeing it, guys. I'm seeing it. What could be causing that? It seems kind of out of the blue. I think our Wi-Fi router is going down. I think that's what's going on, guys. I think the Wi-Fi router is failing. Well, shoot. Let's see. I guess I can just take my time. Okay, let me open this back up. Let's see if it's still doing it. I guess I can just take my time. Yeah, let me open this back up. Let's see if it's still doing it. Weird. So it's working fine right there. But yeah, I saw it. I saw the spike. So I guess we're maybe having a little bit of difficulties right now, guys. But hopefully it stays stable for a minute as we continue the stream. I don't like that. Here's Dallas Willis. He wants a Union Arena, My Hero Academia. Hey, all right. So we got an order. I'll be right back. I'm going to go grab one of those. Mr. Do sign language. Thumbs up. Let me go. All right, here we are. I'll get that music playing again. So now we're try refreshing. Refresh your stream. There we go. Are any mods here? Who's the mod here in the daytime stream? Any mods? Well, I only see Mike's side. Turn that down a little bit. Okay, so Dallas Willis. Mods assemble! I want the mods to give me some opinions on the stream quality. This. You're good now? Tossing this. If something happens, try refreshing it, guys. Maybe it's my side, maybe it's YouTube, maybe it's my router. I don't know, actually. One Union Arena. We did have an issue with our router earlier today, and I'm starting to suspect we have a router issue. Okay, snipping that. You're having bitrate drops, says Mr. Rain Brian. Rockstar Mahi for mod. Snipping this. Okay. Very nice. Keep me there's much I can do. Yo! Look at this guy. I'll be sure to refresh the router before we go live for the early morning stream. Or the very late night stream, whatever you prefer to call it. Here's a hollow. Here's a hollow. Here's a hollow. So this is my Union Arena, or no, Union Arena. We actually have quite a lot of this left, so if you're ever wanting more of this, go nuts, okay? Excuse me. Okay, here's a hollow. And is this it? Is this going to be the hit? I know sometimes in some sets it's one hit per box. And that's going to be it. That's your hit. It's better after you refresh it, says Mr. Edward. Okay, so if you guys experience any kind of lag, hit the refresh button, okay? That's the kit. I notice you don't post for me to post on eBay anymore. I'm assuming you do it now. So I have posted a couple items to eBay myself, not too many though. So like if you go into my eBay and organize it by recently listed, there's a couple listed. There's a couple like tag slabs listed. I noticed though that that did take me a long time to get it done. So time-wise, it's not super smart for me to be working on that. I should be like making videos. And then the other thing that's occurred, so I have mailed off a number of my slabs to too. So get rid of brand is fine. So I'm sure they're kind of like a consignor, right? So it's a complicated thing. I can't remember what we agreed to. Was it $1 per listing to have you list them? I can't decide if that was a good price or if I should just do it myself. And if we do decide to continue to have you do it, I can set you up with a whole bunch of pictures on tag slabs that need to go out. But I needed to sit down and do it myself for a while because I needed to feel it again. How difficult is it to do the pricing correctly? And I needed a chance to kind of go through ones that I didn't list and test their values out, see how well they were priced. Pricing is really important. Whipple's saying that there's still lag. I'm so sorry, guys. There appears to be a lag. Dallas Willis. Okay. Darwin. Damn you, Spectrum! Try hitting refresh, guys. Some people have noticed it works better after refreshing. I placed an order on the site. DDB. I miss DDB. Mine was good until you mentioned it. I hate Spectrum. I was so happy to get rid of them when I got fiber. We're really thinking about doing that. It is Dallas Willis. I've been leaving and coming back. I can't refresh more than that. There we go. There we go. You got a Dallas Willis bag number 2. Put a date on this. My Hero Academia, you opened for me. I pulled the main Bakuga hit LMAO. Yeah? Nice, dude. Was this guy the next best hit? Is that why you say that? Okay. So let's see. But yeah, so basically with it's a lot of the listing done. The only listing that could still be done over here, stuff that I personally want to list. Maybe there's stuff I don't trust PSA with, but then also maybe like the tag slabs that actually cannot go into the vault. So the tag slabs, I could take a day and just take a picture of a bunch of tag slabs and have you list them for $1.50 per tag slab. That price is high enough that there are cards not worth handing off to you to list. Because I still have to pay the eBay 13 slabs. So that listing fee gets pretty expensive for certain types of slabs. Mr. John Lucas, who's asking for 2 of the very expensive Topps packs. Let's see how he does. You're going to make me jealous. Here goes. All right, 2 beautiful Pokemon cards. Look at that. Hopefully Charizard pops out. Ready? He's the next best Bakugo hit. Nice. Try switching to hotspot and restarting the router. Could do that. Okay. All right, what do we got? We got Clefairy. All right. Beautiful Clefairy, but you know what? I actually felt that card sticking a bit. Let's see. That's not what we... Sticky. All right, I tell you what. Let me have that one. Let's get you one that's definitely not sticky. So what's going on with that? That one had some stickiness. Maybe, so sometimes in a Topps box, the packs on the left side are stickier than the packs on the right side. Did you know that that's how it worked? All right, that one's really good. So let's try this again. All right. Let's try that again. Let's see. This one feels good. And this one feels good. All right, so this one will be mine unless you really wanted it. But let's see. Whoa, no, that has plenty of stick. All right, so that changes it, guys. So this box does have stickiness. Maybe it's only on one side of the box. That changes it for sure. The dreaded stickiness, everybody. This is exactly why if you did have a box that didn't have any stickiness, it would be a very expensive box. Because as soon as the cards start sticking, a lot of the value goes out the window. How's this guy look? A little dust here. When you originally tested, mister, did you just open the ones on the top or out of the middle? No, actually, I grabbed the packs down the center, so I kept pulling them deeper and deeper down to make sure. And those were good too. but I think there could be a thing going on where I only grabbed packs on one side of the box. I didn't grab packs from both sides of the box. So that was Clefairy, luckily, not Charizard. If the packs are sticky on one side and not sticky on the other, we want the Charizard coming out of the good side. Yeah, look at that. Oh, see, now that's what I'm talking about. Do you see that? Oh, Lord, look at that. Beautiful. So there's your money card right there. All right, so we have to rethink the packs now. I don't know what to... Some of them are... Then obviously that other one was very sticky. Yeah, that's crazy clean. He might have just pulled a 10 right there. And 10 Series 1 Vulpix is just beautiful. Look at that. See? Zero stickiness. None at all. That's why the packs were so expensive. But that one's sticky as hell. So we might have to separate them by ones that feel sticky versus ones that do not feel sticky. Again, I've opened a lot of boxes of tops, and what you can run into... Let's see. Apologies on the info I gave you about the facts not being sticky. The past 5 packs as open had no stickiness. Yeah, exactly. So I have experienced this thing with tops where like the left side will be sticky and the right side will not be sticky at all. And I have experienced that before because when I sticky, I go, ooh, that's too bad for them. But all right, that could be a Pikachu back there. Let's see. That would be a nice Pikachu. All right. Ooh, not too bad actually. Okay. Ooh, it's a beautiful Raichu. Look at that. All right, so I did feel that one slight stickiness, but it's looking pretty. We may lower the price, and you won't be allowed to choose between sticky and non-sticky. Ooh, yeah, there's some stickiness in the commons. So look how quickly you notice like a massive change in the value between a sticky pack and a non-sticky pack. Like the chance for the holo to grade 9 is so dangerous, and not being able to get the value out of these commons is super bad too. Like what if you were to pull a... Ooh, look at that Arcanine. What if you were to pull like a non-holo Charizard? You're going to have... We open up a bonus pack for you to make sure that you get a nice pack. I don't recommend any more of these sell. I recommend that we rethink the price on them. I don't know. We could sell them as sticky and non-sticky packs. I don't know. Yeah, like Shahir just said, we could do sticky and non-sticky. And actually, this card must have come off of the left side of the box, and he really wasn't that bad, which kind of makes sense if he's coming out of a box with ones that are virtually not sticky at all. But there you have it. Very beautiful. Raichu and Vulpix. But look, these had some stickiness to them. But actually, it's not that bad looking. Yeah, look at that. Look at that Squirtle. He came out pretty good looking. What else? We got Beedrill. It's pretty good. He was near the front of that pack. Tentacruel, Brock. It's close. It's kind of close, but it's enough to spook me. So yeah, you guys maybe take a break from opening the tops. We'll think about it. Okay, let's go ahead and sleeve this up. How bad is the lag, guys? We still lagging? Tell me a little bit about the lag. It's Karis. She's on the hub. I know it. She's just downloading video after video. What is she doing? Is she doing anything in particular? Let's see. Give me a moment here. Let's see. Message. There we go. It's pretty bad. Oh, no, I don't like that. All right, guys. Orders. We're going to take a break here. Stop sending in orders. Let's wrap the daytime stream up. We're having internet issues, I suppose. Here it is. All right. So I refreshed the phone once again. I actually highly doubt it's the phone. Let me look at oh, I can see it from here. So the Wi-Fi router appears to be fine. The Wi-Fi router appears to be fine. The music's not cutting out. Let me pull up the stream real fast. Refresh, fix the lag we're having right now. Yeah, so apparently... Oh. Hate this song. There we go. Yeah, apparently refreshing the stream helps, but you shouldn't have to do that. And I wonder, is that a problem coming from my side, or is that a problem potentially coming from YouTube's side? Beautiful cards. That Ash Ketchum card's pretty good too. It might be your card. It might use this phone for anything. So this is the actual work phone. It's got nothing on it. Is the iPhone hot? Nope, not at all. In fact, iPhone is mildly warm. It's not hot at all though. There you go. All right. So let's get this into your bag, Mr. John. Luckily, you have your own box. We can put this in the hit bag. The phone needs a hard reset or something. You know, a lot of people assume you just need to do a hard reset phone. Yeah, that's a sticky pack. So this pack was no good, and as a courtesy, I absorbed the bad pack for you and gave you a much nicer one. And I don't know what to do with those. I'll figure that out later. Let me just take a quick look at what else was ordered. We have an order from Darren Thompson. One spot in pack split. One spot in the pack split. Darren Thompson. And then one live custom. Here we go. Okay. I think it's YouTube. It seems to happen to a lot of YouTubers who are going live. Oh, maybe YouTube's having a problem then, guys. I don't know. Yeah, actually, my internet's not displaying any problems time earlier today. That maybe it's us. That's 3 people. Very nice. But yeah, maybe, you know, it's possible for YouTube to also be having a hiccup. One live custom, Mr. Darren. Thank you, Darren. 2, 3. Thanks for taking on that pack. Appreciate it. No problem, man. But I figured it was only fair. Oh, Darren's lucky. Slow bro. Okay, cool. Now, you'll have to decide whether to keep it or re-roll it. And the rule is if you don't respond. All right, let's see. Mr. Slow Bro. The bro who is slow. Here it is. 080. That's pretty nice. All right. There's the slow bro in question. There it is. Now you can keep. Now you get. Will you get 4? I think you get at least 4. Let's see. 120 times 0.9. Yeah, you get 4 rerolls. Whew. I'm not sure if Darren's still watching is all. He says, keep it. You got it, Mr. Darren. Nice. Those are the new live customs, guys. Pretty cool, huh? That guy could go in there. Okay. And we received an order from Mr. Austin Albert on the website, I believe. We can't leave without taking care of him, too. So Austin says this was ordered 16 minutes ago. And he ordered... Can I prepay on that Topps base Charmander slab? The one I asked to do a back base Charmander slab. I have a Charmander slab graded by Topps. Is that what you're saying? Here it is. I actually can't remember which Charmander that is. But if you're wanting to put him into slab away, that's perfectly fine. It is. Very nice. Very good. Let me see. Suicune and... Oops. We've got Reshiram and Ambipom. Very nice. Okay, cool, man. That's for you, Mr. Austin Albert. Let's grab your bag. And that'll be the end of the stream, I think, guys. I think we'll cut it off here because we are having that lag issue. And before we go live for tonight, I'll be sure to cycle my routers again. We did that earlier today. I don't know if it's me. It could, I guess it could be YouTube. Let's go ahead and hand out a spot in this really nice Mark giveaway slab. It's a great slab giveaway, so we're letting it run a couple times. Here's Jack Woodworth. Jack Woodworth. Of course, the more times you show up to the stream and hang out, the better your odds, right? Javier Arroyo. And your local Soul Reaper. And Moo77. Moo77. And Siphon. Okay. Here you go, Mr. Siphon. night in the late night stream, sometimes referred to as the morning stream now, because it'll probably start around 3 a.m. Starting much later than usual because that's my morning time now. So strange. This is actually very close to my bedtime now. We've had a change in my sleep schedule and a change in our big orders. I really appreciate it, man. You made the daytime stream really fun. All right, see you later, guys.